All right, here we are. Hotel living, baby. I figured I'd start doing some of these where I break down different songs that I've released, give you guys a little insight as to how they were made, how they were written, how they were recorded, produced, etc., the release process, and kind of the story behind what they mean to me, why I wrote them, and yeah, let's jump in. So the first song that we're gonna go over is a song called Only Human. Now, I released Only Human as a part of an EP called A Piece of Me Part 1 on September 4th of 2020. And that was my first solo release project that I ever put out. Yeah, I'll always remember those 6 songs as near and dear to my heart. And Only Human was the 6th song on the EP. And yeah, let's dive into how I made it. All right, so first off, the writing process. I wrote this song solo. This was a solo write. And at the time, I was very inspired by Chris Stapleton. For those of you who don't know Chris Stapleton, go check him out. And there's a song that he wrote there's a song that he recorded. He actually didn't write the song. It's called Tennessee Whiskey. Highly recommend going and check it out if you haven't heard it. Chances are you have heard it because it's amazing and it's everywhere. So yeah, this song, Tennessee Whiskey, that Chris Stapleton recorded is basically a 2-chord song. Was it A to B minor, B minor to A, kind of throughout the whole thing. And I was like, 2 chords? Say less. I'm done. I'm in. Let's make a 2-chord song. I'm all about simplicity in my writing. So yeah, actually, as far as the key goes, or as far as the chord progression goes, I actually did the same chord progression, just in a different key. So I threw the capo on 2, and with the capo on 2, I played C, and then went to D minor, stayed on D minor, to the C. So that's what I did, and then I just changed it up a little bit in the pre-chorus, which is where I went to A minor, then I went to F, and then from F I went to D minor, and then I wanted to just spice it up a bit, and I threw a B flat in there, then came right back to the C. So that's how I was very inspired by the Chris Stapleton version of Tennessee Whiskey, and then I just kind of did my own version of that because I just wanted to have a song with that 6/8 feel that you could just kind of just do this to, and yeah. So that's how I found the chords. That's how I kind of revamped the chords. And then song title, let's jump into that next. All right, so now the title, Only Human. Now I actually wrote this, I just pulled this up. I wrote it on October 20th of 2017. So I was sitting on this for 3 years before I put it out. And I remember actually sitting in my living room. I pulled out the guitar and I was like, I want to write this 2-chord song. I want to write, by the way, for those that don't have a capo, the chords are D to E minor, and then the pre-chorus is B minor, G, E minor, C. Anyways, a little side note. So yeah, I was sitting in the living room and I had this idea of just like, we're only human, and I was like, that would be that's a cool title. I like that title. And then things just started coming into play. I don't really remember exactly how it all fell into my lap, but it kind of just all came. And I think I had So Let's Take Our Time, and then the story kind of developed from it, and I pulled from my own life, and with all the upsets, or with all the misemotion that can come out of relationships, we're all just human, and we all get upset, we all get sad, we all get happy, we all get tired, we all get hungry, whatever it is, we're only human. And just because there's an upset, or just because there's some sort of misunderstanding, or just because someone got a little tired or a little hungry and maybe a little outlashed too much, or lashed out a little too much, that doesn't mean that you don't love them. That doesn't mean they don't love you. And again, we're only human. So the chorus ended up being, we're only human, so let's take our time. You give me yours and I'll give you mine, and we'll be all right. Yeah, we're only human, and it's true that no one is perfect, but baby, it's worth it, because it's me and you. And it just hit me. It was so simple. It was such simple and conversational lyrics, but when they came, for those that write songs, when it feels right, it feels right, and those came out and it felt right, so I rocked with it, and that became the chorus. Yeah. So the rest of the song, basically after I had that chorus, I just kind of had this story in my head of how I wanted to play it, and I wanted to give visuals, and really kind of just paint this picture of a couple going through what that could look like. And it just became, now baby, I know that we've been here before. I said some things to you and you closed the door, but I just can't fall asleep like this tonight, because the words that I said, they just didn't come out right. Who's been there, right? Who's been there when it's like, shoot, I shouldn't have said that. I didn't mean it like that. Or, whatever that is, where you say what the first thing that came to mind, but it's not what you actually wanted to say, and or you said it in a way that came off mean, but you didn't really mean it that way. And yeah, so the pre-chorus kind of gets a little bit more universal. And that, I know I make mistakes, true, but you make your own too. So let's put our guns down and we'll make it through, because we're only human. So that was the first verse, and that's how that kind of all laid out. Now to continue with the story, I just kind of thought about this person and took from my life when I've traveled a lot and come back home, and the second verse just kind of came out with the, now baby, I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm still the same man you fell for that night. So now come on and close, I don't want to let go, because you here in my arms is what I call home. So it's like, no matter where I go, no matter how long I've been gone for, you're the one that I'm coming back to, and I'm still the same person. And even if I'm a little tired or a little jet lagged or a little whatever, I'm still the same person that you fell for that night. It hasn't changed, and I still adore you and love you. And same pre-chorus into we're only human, tying it all together with that sentiment. Now, so there's the writing, right? And to bridge us into the production, I'll go into the bridge of this. To bridge us in there, I'll go into the bridge. And I was working through different bridge ideas. I was like, oh, it could be cool to do this, it could be cool to do that. And then I listened to the reference song, if you will. And not only that, but I also, growing up, and when I first started writing songs, my biggest inspirations were the 3 J's. You had Jack Johnson, you had Jason Mraz, and then of course John Mayer. And I'd always wanted to have just the coolest blues solos and these great electric guitar blues solos when I could in my songs. And I was like, oh, well, this is the song for that. This has got to be the song for that. So I ended up ditching the bridge idea in terms of lyrics and vocals and stuff like that, and we just rocked some cool electric guitar blues with a fantastic guitar player named Andrew Sinwick, and who also co-produced the song with me, and it was just a blast, and he absolutely crushed it, and we had such a great time doing the production of the song and creating the recording of the song, which I'll dive into next. So yeah, for this song, I was going into what do I want really to communicate? How do I want this song to talk to people? And what do I want people to feel when they hear the song? And I was going through and I was like, do I do some cool, more modern production, get some sample drums and do some sort of filtered thing, or going through all these different ideas in my head. And then I was like, just listen to Tennessee Whiskey, listen to Chris Stapleton, listen to some John Mayer, and I was like, live band, man. I got to get the live band. And that's what I did. That's what we did. So I called Andrew, and he put together this incredible band of just these awesome talents. One of which was the bass player Sean Hurley, who's an absolute legend, which was such an honor to play with. And me and Andrew had a conversation beforehand. We kind of talked through what I wanted, what I was looking for. And then we met up at the studio, and it was such an amazing experience because it was my first time being around that caliber of musician and musicianship. And I played them the demo, told them kind of my ideas, what I wanted to feel like, what I wanted to sound like, and they went in and crushed it. It was like 2 takes, perfect, nailed it, and it was exactly what I wanted. It was the live feel, it was the band communicating together and feeling, what the other instrumentalist is doing and looking at each other, and all of that comes through in the record, and just made me so proud to be working with those guys, and so happy with my decision to do that. And so they did a couple full takes, and then we added some little things here and there. They did the guitar solo separate, which was awesome and so cool to observe. And then I got in and did my vocals, and then that was it. It was one afternoon, and such a fun time, and I'll always remember it. And I've actually got some clips here to show you guys so you get an idea of how it went. Check it out. This was me in the vocal booth in the studio, my vantage point, being silly and having a great time, as you can see.
I know I make mistakes.
And we're okay playing through that last break like that?
I thought that seemed like the right thing
I
to
liked
do.
it.
I liked it.
Yeah, when I was like, it's silly for the drums to stop there, right?
Cool.
Yeah.
In that last break on the
Yeah.
bass.
That was a choice for sure.
Yeah, it's just cool stuff.
But I just can't fall asleep like this tonight. No, no. 'Cause the words that I said, they just didn't come out
Right,
right.
absolutely.
Yeah, because if it stops
100%.
again,
Yeah,
it's not-
100%. Yeah.
And I know.
So there you go. Recording day, amazing. It was great. All the musicians were top professionals. Such a joy to work with, and I couldn't have asked for a better first experience working in the studio for a live track song, and it was so much fun. It was just so much fun. I mean, come on. Yeah, it was just so much fun. I loved it. All right, now from there, we had, it was pretty simple. The song sounded so good that there wasn't a lot to do in terms of getting everything to, all the particular instruments to just sound amazing or whatever. It all sounded great. But we still needed a mix. We still needed to put the glue. We still needed to get it all to come together and sound good in that final, sound great in that final package, especially with my vocal. You know, at the time I was like, you know, a beginner singer, we'll say, and you know, with these amazing musicians. So I was like, okay, we got to make me sound good. And I worked with this incredible mixing engineer named Buck Snow, and him and I worked together and got the song to the point that I was just really proud of it. And he was a pleasure to work with, just a great guy. And yeah, he mixed it and mastered it, and we maybe went through a couple of notes, but altogether it was pretty painless, you could say. And we got through it, and the end product was something that I was so proud of, and it was amazing to see. I gotta say, it was just awesome to have that initial inspiration. I was gonna say fruit of an idea, but even before that, it was the inspiration of, I'd love to do a song inspired by Tennessee whiskey. I'd love to create a song that has that emotion, that has that depth, that has that rawness, and come all the way through, and then have that final product. It was just such a proud moment for me. It was a really proud moment to be able to come through that journey. Because again, it was you know, 2 or 3 years since I wrote the song to actually finishing it and getting a final recording of it, and that I was proud of. And we did, and we got it together, and yeah, I couldn't be happier about it. Now with that, I'll end with this. You know, I had this fruit of an idea, became a song, it became a recording, and then I put out the song, and then we were inspired to make a music video. And I've got 2 amazing brothers who are amazing filmmakers. Very fortunate. And my older brother had done a couple music videos, and my younger brother had done a couple, and this was one of the ones that my younger brother did. And we wanted to take a real life snippet out of a real life story and combine that with the song, and elevate the song through real life experiences, and that's what we did. So we found one of his close friends from college, and we linked up with them, and we got to hear their story, and we got to depict their story and have it shine through with the song. And it was a really special moment, and it was, again, I was really proud of what we were able to do and what we were able to create. And again, I'll end with this, the music video for Only Human, and I hope you guys enjoy. All right.
Now, baby, I know that we've been here before. I said some things to you and you closed the door, yeah. But I just can't fall asleep like this tonight, no. 'Cause the words that I said, they just didn't come out right, oh no. And I know I make mistakes, true, but you know you make your own too. So let's put our guns down and we'll make it through. 'Cause we're only human, so let's take our time. You give me just me and you.
All right, with that, hope you enjoyed the music video. That's all I got for you on this song. Again, Only Human, original song by me. It's out everywhere if you want to go check it out. And I'm going to be doing more of these. So if there's a specific song that you like of mine, or that you love of mine, that you want to hear more about, how it got created, drop a comment, let me know. And I'm going to be picking more songs to do this with, and to tell you about a little bit behind the scenes and give you more stories about how they were created, where they came from, and yeah, how it got from nothing to something. From silence to sound, if you will. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, drop a comment for whatever song you guys want to hear more about. Or if you just like this video, drop a comment, do the like thing, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.